So, here we are, still in the Netherlands. We left Johan's woodland earlier today. We were going to go across the border into Germany, but we ran out of time and decided to come here. And this is a campsite called Camp der Roos. And it's a very old campsite. I think it's been here for a long time. And it's a very nice campsite. We've got here just as the holiday season is over, so it's pretty empty. And we had our pick of where to stay. And we chose this spot. We're out of the wind. We have some trees, a bit of cover to put the tarp up. An infinite amount of caterpillars raining down on us all the time. But it's a really nice location, and the weather's kind of changing. We had some glorious sun the last few days, had it easy, and now the rain is coming in and we're getting some lightning storms and stuff as well. So it's been pretty good so far though. This is day 4 and everything seems to be running smoothly. Our setup's changing a bit every time as we become more experienced and our systems kind of fall into place as it to be expected really. I thought that would probably happen. We tried to pack as best we could before we left, but there's only so much you can do. When you start doing it, everything really changes. So we're about to sit down, have a curry. Meg's cooked up an amazing curry tonight. Got some rice and just going to chill out and enjoy the evening. And then tomorrow, hopefully it won't be raining so much and we can get the laptop out, do some video editing. And our setups come together pretty smoothly. Do you want a hand, my darling?
I was going to steam this about 2 water during the take charge.
Take charge of the rice. Rice is done. Thank you, my love. It's wonderful.
Alright. I think we made a good choice.
What, here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quiet, isn't it? With the relentless rain, we decided to have an early night, hoping that tomorrow the weather would be better. Dry out a little bit of leather work. It's a bit wet because it's been wet formed yesterday and stamped, so it needs to just dry in the sun. It's a Mikey, it's in the kitchen. Yeah. Cup of tea time, right? We didn't prepare a flask before we went to bed last night. It's a fatal mistake, isn't it?
Well, I think there is actually some left in there.
Is there?
It's just boiling water.
Oh. Let's have a look. Yeah, still piping hot.
Woohoo, tea!
Go on then. Where's your mug? I think it's under the truck.
Oh yeah, they need washing up.
Filled with diff oil. This is the stove we're using. Made by Camping Gas. This was about £34, not very expensive. There was a better one that was about £70 or £80 and it had much faster jets that were better for fuel efficiency. Because we mostly use it for hot water and just cooking in the evening really, and a bit of breakfast and everything, now I think about it, we probably should have spent the extra £30. But it's okay, it's really good, and the wind hasn't affected it much. It's got a grill, 2 hobs, and it seems to be okay. We'll see how long it takes us to get through the gas. One thing I've noticed while we're here is the amount of caterpillars there are. Even the last woodland we were in, Johann's woodland, the oak trees and some of the hazels, there weren't that many hazels, but just ravaged by caterpillars. And the floor is blanketed in just caterpillar crap. Our tarp is just covered in it this morning, the roof tent's covered in it, the truck's covered in it, and it is just coming down everywhere. I've heard cuckoos as well, and the cuckoo actually eats the hairy caterpillar strictly. It's like it's his diet basically, it's his food source is the hairy caterpillar, and the hairs get caught in the throat lining on the cuckoo, and it can actually regurgitate its throat lining to move on to its next, and that regenerates and then it eats more. And we haven't really got cuckoos in the UK anymore because of all the monoculture we have there, and you know, basically agriculture. You know, you're planting one thing in a massive area and you're just destroying biodiversity. And they do have farming and stuff here, but obviously just there's a type of caterpillar that feeds on oak, and it's just everywhere, and the cuckoo obviously eats that because we've heard them twice now, which is really nice because you don't hear it very often anymore. So Megan's got celiac disease, which means she's gluten intolerant, so wheat, barley, rye, even malt vinegars she has to be careful of. She gets really ill if she eats them. That's why we have separate oats. So these are have been made in a place where there's no chance of contamination from gluten. We just eat simple foods. It means I eat healthier as well, really, because we don't eat any processed food, we never have. So we've got a little bit of cured meat on board. It just doesn't need refrigerating. And you can also buy smoked cheeses and things like that as well that don't require refrigerating either. You just want to keep them in the box, keep them out of the sun, in all honesty, and then they're fine. So that's kind of the way we eat, and we usually start the day with some porridge, and it keeps you going till late into lunch, and then yeah, just a little bit more of something, and then a meal in the evening, and 3 meals a day, and that's generally the way we go. But this is ready, Maggie, whenever you are. That looks fine to me. Is it not cooked?
It's quite chewy.
I'm sorry. I've put water in the pan now.
Oh, it's fine.
Do you want me to? I'll redo it.
No, I'll do it.
What do you mean? Are you redoing it?
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna...
Let me pour the water out of that pan, and then you can put it back in.
Oh, it's fine. No, it's fine.
Just eat your chewy oats and stop complaining. So here's the leisure battery, very big battery, split charger, 240 volt, converter at the bottom, needs a little bit of work. I need to find a shop with some cable, with some wiring, and do a slightly better job of that. We ran out of time. We can turn that on. We'll get the laptop charged up fully because it is a bit low. Well, I'm going to do some editing now, get this video created. This will be the first video I've made actually on the laptop whilst we've been out here, and this is a nice place to do it. The laptop's got quite a lot of battery, and we'll go and charge it up a bit more if we need to, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. We thought we'd just share a bit of our experience with you before we left the Netherlands and went into Germany. But I think we're going to spend a couple of days here, try and find our feet with a few more things. We're still adjusting stuff, still moving things around in the vehicle, and yeah, getting comfortable. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you soon in another one. Take care.